Thank you, Mr. President. If there's one, I think there's one simple lesson that the history of this organization, and indeed history of democracies handling non-democracies or agents of non-freedom throughout decades teaches us, is that clarity and giving up temptation of ambiguity really helps and is really the solution to avoid further departure from democracy. As Ronald Reagan once said, don't be afraid to see what you actually see. Already 8 months or even more has passed since Georgia changed government through elections, first time in its history, and indeed first time in the history of the broader region. I regret to report that the tremendous opportunity that emerged with this change has largely been squandered by the new government and by the democratic backsliding that has been going on in Georgia. The Prime Minister, Mr. Ivanishvili, somebody who accumulated his wealth in Russia in 1990s, has immersed himself into a misjudgment and believed that solution to his problems is the elimination of opposition. A solution to his problem is making sure that the United National Movement, my political party that handed over full power to him and conceded defeat in a free and democratic election immediately, has ceased to exist. Many people who follow Georgia qualify what actually is happening as a full-fledged democratic backsliding. Indeed, it is very hard to qualify, for example, Mr. Ivanishvili's consistent linkage between performance of the opposition and the proportion of arrests and persecutions as something else. And by the way, he reiterated this linkage right after his speech here in the hemicycle in April, and he said that everybody loved him. That was his conclusion of his appearance here. It is hard to call something else when leader of the opposition, main organizer of the party, a probable candidate in the presidential elections, and the former prime minister is arrested and is put to pre-trial detention. And again, if there is misconduct, if crime is proven, everybody should go to jail, disregarding of whether somebody is a politician or not. Being a politician surely is not an immunity, but political responsibility is exercised by voters, not by prosecution. And this is major misjudgment that Mr. Ivanishvili is making, and this is just one example. I'm speaking on behalf of EPP, and I should also say that this week we are marking 50th anniversary of one fighter for freedom, Khodorkovsky, who is a political prisoner in Russia. We have more political prisoners in Georgia today. And Mr. Khodorkovsky has a vision of free and democratic Russia, vision that we all share here today. And we also believe that free and democratic Russia is possible. And indeed, free and democratic Russia would make the world a different place. So I just want to salute Mr. Khodorkovsky in Siberia and wish him well. And I believe he will be soon with us, and the world will be different with him. Thank you.